Hello everyone. We aim to analyze the business, financial and fundamental aspects of listed Indian companies through this channel. Today we are going to look at a company which has been in the forefront of music related activities in India. The company has also entered production of web series as well as music retailing in recent years, due to which it is poised for growth in the coming years. The company is none other than Saregama India Limited. Saregama, previously known as Gramophone Company of India and then HMV, is the oldest established music label company in India. It was established in the year 1902. The company owns the intellectual property rights of 1,30,000 plus songs, 6,000 plus hours of television serials, and 59 movies. The company had launched the unique and highly innovative Carvaan line of products in 2017, which has helped in significantly monetizing the treasure trove of IP that the company sits on. The company has also ventured into production of films targeted for OTT release called Yoodlee Films. The strategy for Yoodlee Films has been to give importance to the storyline of the film rather than the star power of the cast. We feel this company is well positioned to ride the content digitalization and digital boom themes. Lines of businesses. The company has four main streams of income at present. Music licensing, which is the biggest revenue generator with contribution of 46% to the total revenue. Music retailing with contribution of 40% to the total revenue. TV and films with contribution of 13% to the total revenue, and publication with contribution of 1% to the total revenue. Let us now look at each of the segments in detail. Music licensing. Revenue in this segment is driven by licensing the music content that Saregama holds to music streaming apps, video streaming apps, and other broadcasting platforms. Saregama gets paid every time any customer listens to a song it owns on any OTT app. It also has access to advertising revenues on views in video streaming sites such as YouTube. Growth in this category has been driven by increase in digital consumption led by smartphone popularity and access to cheap data. Other factors playing to the advantage of Saregama are its rich chest of regional music content and the comeback of retro music. Stats such as the fact that the average user spends 19 hours per week listening to music shows the headroom available for Saregama's growth. The consumption of music through digital streams is only expected to grow in the future, and hence this segment can be a source of constantly increasing revenue for the company. Music retailing. Contribution of revenue from the sales of Carvaan make up this segment. Carvaan, launched in 2017, was a first of its kind product and won major critical and public reception on launch. The product is majorly targeted at the 35 plus generation who value convenience over control and has been smartly positioned as a good gift product to this target population. The product is available in different sizes, price points, and languages, enabling it to target a pan-Indian population across multiple economic segments. Carvaan also has a healthy gross margin in the range of 25%. The fact that Carvaan's annual revenue is greater than the cumulative revenue of all music streaming apps put together in India speaks volumes about the reception that the product has received. TV and films. Films. Saregama, through its production house Yoodlee Films, has licensed 13 movies in the last 3 years, 3 to Hotstar and 10 to Netflix. The company issues period-based licenses for its movies to OTT platforms for a fixed fee. The IP for these films and music remains with Saregama. TV. This segment also includes contribution from TV mega serial content in South Indian languages. The revenue stream includes not only advertising slot sales during the airtime on TV, but also published on digital platforms like YouTube. Saregama retains IP of all these serials. The company has provided 6,000 plus hours of content to Sun TV over the last 19 years and currently provides 10 hours of content per week across 3 serials. its show Roja is currently the #1 Tamil program across all time bands based on TRP. Publication. This segment includes revenue from Open Magazine, a weekly current affairs magazine. Revenue is generated through the placement of advertisements of luxury and premium brands in the magazine. The current strategy of the company is to be a pure play content company. In line with this strategy, it would be safe to assume that there would be no new investments in this line of business. Now, let us look at the USP or unique selling point of the company. Strategic assets. Saregama owns the IP rights to around 80% to 90% content of legends such as Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, Mohammad Rafi, and regional legends such as M.S. Vishwanathan. It owns 100% content of M.S. Subbulakshmi. These are content that can never be created again. The next time you listen to the works of any of these legends, remember you are contributing to the revenue of Saregama. Innovation. The innovation the company has shown by launching Carvaan that helps monetize its content is inspiring. This helped the company not only monetize its existing content but also generated a new stream of revenue. The future outlook of converting Carvaan into a platform shows that it will continue to innovate in creative ways. Leadership. The company is managed by Vikram Mehra, who can be termed as an intelligent fanatic kind of leader. In his previous stint with Tata, he was associated with the launch of Indica range of cars and Tata Sky, both of which have revolutionized their respective fields. He has already proved his mettle with Carvaan in Saregama, and it is assured that the future of innovation and execution in the company is safe in his hands. Let us now look at the financials of the company. Music segment, comprising of licensing and retailing through Carvaan, generates the highest revenue and is the only segment generating a profit at present. TV and films, being a new foray, especially Yoodlee films, can be expected to turn a profit in the next few years. It is going to be an uphill task to make the publication business profitable, and hence Saregama would most likely keep it as it is and avoid any further new investments. The historical trend of total revenue, profit after tax, and net profit margins for the company can be seen from this graph. Operating revenue has steadily increased over the last 5 years, with the contribution of Carvaan making a significant contribution to the top line increase. We can see in 2021 that the revenue has declined. This is mainly due to the number of Carvaan units sold in full year 2021 at 3,44,000 units compared to 7,41,000 units in full year 2020, a fall of more than 50%. This is the main factor for the decrease in revenue from 2020 to 2021. We can also see that in spite of revenue decreasing, profit has increased from 2020 to 2021. This is due to the reduction in advertisement expenses and material consumption and contract manufacturing charges for Carvaan, the focus on which reduced due to the uncertain business outlook in 2021 amid multiple lockdowns. Another interesting aspect to note is that the core business of music licensing has been growing at a good pace over the last 3 years as attributed by this data. This leads us to conclude with a certain degree of certainty that the overall revenue can go up in the coming years once the sales of Carvaan picks up post the COVID pandemic, aided by the pickup in economic activities. Coupled with the increase in licensing revenue, driven by increase in digital consumption and access to cheap data, the scope for revenue growth is definitely visible. If the company manages to rein in advertising and manufacturing costs for Carvaan, the net profit margins can also consistently end up in the high teens. The company also seems to believe in a bright future given the generous dividend payout for 2021, where it has paid out a higher percentage of the per share earnings as dividends in comparison to the prior years. Profitability ratios. Return on equity ROE and return on capital employed ROCE for 2021 stands at 22% and 27% respectively, and both the return ratios have grown significantly over the last 5 years. ROE can be inflated due to high level of debt too. In order to identify this, we can perform the DuPont analysis for ROE by breaking it down into net profit margin, asset turnover, and equity multiplier. Net profit margin. Higher value indicates a higher profitability for the company. We can see that this metric has been following an increasing trend. Asset turnover indicates how efficiently a company uses its assets. This metric has been increasing till 2020 and dropped in 2021. The decrease in 2021 is mainly driven by an increase in financial investments, cash and bank balances, and hence is not a cause of concern. Equity multiplier indicates the financial leverage of the company. Lower value indicates that the company is not financially leveraged. We can see that this value is low and has also been constant, which is a good sign. Cash conversion ratio. The cash conversion ratio calculates the operating cash flow received on the profit before tax and tells us how much of the operating profit from the P&L statement has been converted to cash. This metric has also been showing considerable improvement over the last 5 years. The operating cash flow also stands at 85% of the profit after tax as an average over the last 5 years, a sign that most of the profit is converted to cash and the revenue in the P&L statement is not artificially inflated. Shareholding pattern. Total outstanding shares of the company stands at 1.7 crores. Free float, or the shares available for trading with public, stands at only around 50 lakhs. We can also see the historical shareholding pattern over the last 10 quarters has been steady. Promoter holding is healthy at 59%. It has been constantly above 59% for the last 10 quarters too. No shares have been pledged by the promoters. DII, or direct institutional investment holding, has been steadily increasing. DII at 4.3% is good with headroom to go up as well. Foreign institutional investments, or FII holding, also has been steadily increasing. FII presence in the company provides assurance about the quality of company's operation and management. However, FII holding at 6.9% may trigger a slide whenever there is an exodus of money from emerging markets. Let us now look at the risks of the company. Music content. Saregama has a rich repository of music from the pre-90s period and was almost a monopoly, but started facing competition from other labels around the new millennium. Of late, they've mitigated this risk by investing again in acquisition of new music content. Carvaan product nature. Carvaan falls under the luxury product category and hence becomes unaffordable to many Indian households. Saregama has launched various devices at different price points with different features which would partially mitigate this risk. Also, since it is a discretionary spend product, it is open to the economic cycles and sales would dip during down periods of the economy. Penetration beyond a certain point would require incremental advertisement investments which would impact the profit margin of the product. Let us now look at the future outlook of the company. The company aims to capture 20% of the market share in new film music, launch and release 50 new films and web series, and 1,800 hours of new TV serial content in the next 3 years. Music license is expected to grow at 20 to 25% per annum for the next few years. Carvaan. The product has been a huge success with middle-aged Indians. Future plans involve evolving from a standalone product to a platform with daily updatable audio content. The biggest advantage that this move brings is the fact that Carvaan can then start generating recurring advertising and subscription revenue. Yoodlee Films will focus on developing web series for video platforms and expected to grow at 15 to 20% annually. Overall, this leads us to conclude that Saregama has been a good company both from an investor as well as a customer viewpoint and is poised for growth in the future as well. Disclaimer. We are not SEBI registered investment advisors. This video is only meant for educational purposes and not to be considered as trading, investment or financial advice. Please consult your financial advisor before investing any money.